Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got something a little bit different for you today. I brought out my Factor Tactical ASO bag, Advanced Special Operations bag. It's basically a duffel bag with lots of pockets. And the whole point of the bag wasn't so much for a get-home bag or a bug-out bag, nothing like that. More so, just wanted something with my firearms, some ammo and accessories, med kits, or medical options, for emergency situations. I didn't want to have to run around the house, grab AR-15 and handgun ammo, and put it in a backpack. Wanted something a little bit more organized in case I had to grab it and go. And this is what I came up with. The ASO bag is really high quality. Really happy with the construction of the bag. I don't have the specs on it. If you want those, go over to Factor Tactical's website. I'm sure they have it on there. But I'll point out some of the pockets and compartments as we go through the bag and I show you what I have inside. So starting at the outside here, we do have our handle. It comes on each side and then meets in the middle where you can Velcro it together. That's how I'm carrying this bag around right now. But if you don't want to do that, you do get two shoulder straps, and they hook up on the D-rings that are on either side of the bag. You can wear it as a backpack, or you can run the shoulder strap sideways or long ways here, diagonal ways, and use it as kind of a sling bag. If you don't want those slings, but you don't want to leave them behind, you can throw them into the Velcro pockets that are on either side of the bag there on the exterior, and that's where my shoulder straps are right now. The zippers are really high quality, probably YKK zippers, really heavy duty. They've never gotten hung up on me, and I've had this bag for a long time. Also, it looks brand new, but I've been using this thing. I take it to the range with me. I've taken it on long road trips, and it's held up together really nicely. But as I was saying, zippers are great. They don't get hung up on you. They have rubber tabs on the end, so they're really nice to grab onto and manipulate. Okay, you do also have handles on either side of the bag here if you want to pull it off a truck or out of a truck, something like that. It's nice to be able to grab onto it from the ends of the bag. You do have a pocket here for an ID card or some other small paper item. I don't have anything in there at the moment. And then we can go ahead and get into the main compartment. As you can see, this bag has a huge main compartment. You can throw all kinds of stuff in here. I'm going to start by showing you the guns. That's always my favorite part. All the guns have been safety checked prior to the video. The rifle in here, it's obviously not going to go off. It's split in two. I have it taken apart because it will not fit in this bag together. And you've seen this rifle before. It's my Mark 18 SBR. I haven't made many changes to this rifle since you last saw it in my Mark 18 video. All I've done is really added some Geisley M-Lock rail panels. They have really aggressive texture on them. Really nice panels. And then also a sentry strap from the Neo Mag. The sentry strap is basically just a way to organize your sling. Instead of having it flopping all around, you could just fold it neatly, lay it right here, and then close the magnetic portion over the strap, and now it's secure, snug to your rifle. If you need your sling, you just grab onto the sling, pull it, and the magnet comes loose, and you have access to your sling. Really slick setup and a overall really cheap upgrade for your rifle. Again, that's sentry strap, and you can find that through the Neo Mag. So that's it for the changes on the upper to that guy. If you want to see more about the setup, go check out the Mark 18 video I posted a while back. On the lower, all I did was add a B5 Bravo SOP mod stock. I just wanted something different. No particular reason for the change. I still like the BCM stock I had on there before. This one's cool too. Okay. The pistol I have in here is a Glock 17 Gen 5. I sent this one off to Jagerwerks to have the slide milled for an RMR. They then coated it in their DLC finish, and it came out really nice. MOS models, I've heard that the RMR can come loose on those, but the fitment to this is pretty rock solid, so I'm not worried about that happening here. I've got close to 1,000 rounds so far with the RMR and this guy, and it hasn't had any trouble, so that's a good sign. Also have some night fission with an F, suppressed height night sights, and I think night fission sights are pretty underrated. They have really bright front sights, pick up really easily during the daytime, and then they advertise that there's extra tritium in there so that they're easier to see at night, and I believe them because they do glow quite bright at night. Obviously I can't show you that now, but take my word for it, these sights are pretty cool. I like them even better than my Trigicon HD night sights, so I think I'm probably going to be running with these guys for future handguns. Mind the end plate on there. It's a John Wick Easter egg plate. It was a gift. I typically don't run those kinds of end plates, but I had to put it somewhere, and it doesn't look too bad. That is my favorite movie, by the way. That Glock 17 was sitting inside a high threat concealment belt, and inside a high threat concealment holster on the belt, compatible with a Surefire flashlight. I can't remember the name of this belt exactly. I'm sorry, I'm terrible with product names, and I'm not sure that they offer this exact setup anymore, but basically at the time it was advertised as a 2-belt system. The underbelt feeds through your belt loops on your pants, and it has Velcro on it that your overbelt attaches to, and stays really snug and close to the body. It was supposed to be easier to conceal under clothing or jackets. Didn't really need it for that, but I liked the fit of it, and I ran it through 2 or 3 classes. It worked really great. I just haven't had an opportunity to take it out and use it again. Overall, it's a really nice belt though. It does come with a Cobra buckle, Kydex double pistol mag carrier, and 2 Kydex AR-15 mag carriers. Also has a MOLLE compatible spot there on the back for attaching a med kit, whatever you want, and another pouch here for radio, whatever you want to throw in there, snacks, up to you. Really nice belt from High Threat Concealment. This is my Vickers Tactical / Blue Force gear sling that I run on the Mark 18. Again, you probably saw that in the Mark 18 video if you've watched. Vickers slings are my favorite. And then I have some standard non-electronic hearing protection here. Now I'm definitely going to be replacing these with some electronic hearing protection in the future. If for whatever reason I was going to throw Hearing Pro on during a gunfight, if I somehow had time to do that, I would want them to be electronic. But this is all I had, so it's what I threw in here. I probably wouldn't put these on in that kind of situation, but at least I can give them to somebody else and protect their hearing. So they're in here for now. Not a super essential part of this kit. And then I have my suppressor from Surefire in this little pouch. RC2, full size. Surefire suppressors are bomb-proof, and they're pretty much what I want to run on all my rifles exclusively. So that's that. I have a caddy here of Surefire CR123s. They go in that scout light that I have on my Mark 18. And I had another flashlight in here at some point that I took out and forgot to put back in. So it's always good to have extra batteries. And I just have to remember to put that flashlight back in the bag. Vertx shooter gloves. I can't remember exactly what model this is. Again, forgive me. Terrible with product names. But I'll look that stuff up and leave it in the description below. So check that out if you want to know the names. But these are great gloves. They have material on the thumb and middle finger that allow you to use your smartphone, which is a pretty cool feature. And they're in the OD green color. All right, moving on from that, I have this 511 cube pouch. And in here, since this bag was really about firearms, I decided that I wanted more ammo in here. And I threw in about 50, 60 rounds of 223 soft points into this waterproof Ziploc bag. I also have more 9mm in here, 124 grain hollow points, spear gold dot. And that's all that's in there. And then of course, if you're going to be carrying guns, it's probably because you're expecting trouble. And if you're expecting trouble, then it's also probably a reality that you should expect that you could be hurt. Someone else could be hurt that you're traveling with. And for that reason, you should have some kind of medical equipment with you. If you don't know how to use it, maybe somebody else does. Same thing as having a gun. Better to have it, not need it, than need it and not have it. So here I have a trauma kit from AR500. And in here I have chest seals, quick clot, clotting sponges, bandages, gloves, tourniquet on the outside. So I keep that in there. And it is a different color than the rest of my gear. I do prefer black gear, as you can tell. My guns are mostly black, and my bags are mostly in the black color. So I wanted this to stand out. I got an FDE pouch for that reason, so it would be easy to find. And of course, anybody else can look in here and spot it super easy, especially with the Red Cross patch. They know exactly what this is when they look inside. I also have a Haley Strategic chest rig. I think they call this the DCRX something or another now. I'm not sure if it's the same as this one. I bought this one a while back, so I think they look a little bit different now. Basically the same thing though. You get 2 pistol mag carriers there, and in there I have Glock 17 mags loaded with 16 rounds of 9mm. I do download my mags because I'm crazy and paranoid about the springs going bad. Is it going to happen? Probably not. I know a lot of people say don't worry about it, but that's just the way I am, so don't judge me too much in the comments, okay? I do the same with my AR mags. I load them to 28 rounds. Makes them easier to seat in your ARs. And again, paranoia with the sling, or springs in the mags. So 28 rounds in each of those 3. And then nothing inside the pouches on either side of this. I figured I could use the room anyway. If I'm wearing it and have something that I decide that needs to go in there, I have room to store extra gear. Also in here I just have 2 loose Lancer mags of the same ammo, Spear Gold Dot. And then that does it for the main compartment. I have extra pockets in here that are empty. 2 large zipper pockets on either side here of the walls. And 2 more zipper pockets here on this wall. I think I have some loose 223 rounds, but there's nothing there. Just goes to show you just how much organization is in this bag. You really do have a lot of options. You even get some MOLLE and Velcro on this side of the interior of the bag, in case you want to add your own pouches for extra organization. And then you have 3 more zipper pockets underneath the main flap here. In this zipper pocket, I'm running 3 Glock 17 mags and a 33 round mag. They're empty. They're just spare mags for me. And then in this pocket, I am running a life straw. Water is a pretty important part of survival, and although this isn't a survival focused bag, it's a cheap thing to carry and add to the bag, and I figured why not. Have an extra water filter there from Sawyer Mini, and some extra Surefire CR123s. So that does it for the main compartment of the bag. Let's go ahead and move on to the only other compartment style pocket, and that's here on the front. Zippers, same as the ones that are on the main compartment up here, except you get these little strings that hold this pocket up, keeps it from flapping or flopping all the way down, which is a nice feature. And in here I have some more quick clot bandages, some extra mechanics gloves, 2 Glock 17 mags, and Rand CLP. Now the mags and the Rand CLP are in a Maxpedition organization pouch, some kind of administrative panel. So you do have a wall of Velcro here and extra MOLLE, so you can add your own pouches and administrative panels to that to customize it to your needs. You also have another zipper back here where I have even more gloves that I just recently discovered, some Hatch duty gloves. But it's a pretty good pocket, deep. I'd say about the size of my hand deep in there. You could fit lots of kit into that as well. And you do have more large kind of loops on the wall here, some smaller ones below, or you could stick more gear. That does it for the compartments, guys. There is one zipper on the other side where I don't have anything stored currently. I'll just show you where it is. Right over here, a zipper compartment. And you could probably fit a couple papers in there, nothing major. That does it for the bag, guys. If you liked this video, let me know in the comments. I have a couple other bags and different setups that I have around the house that serve different purposes. I'm a big fan of bags. I just have been for a long time, and I'm always buying them and trying different setups, different loadouts. So if you liked it, you want to see more, let me know. I'd be happy to show you what I have. Until then, guys, hope you're staying safe, and I'll see you in the next video.